Hello and welcome to another video. Today, a bit of a depressing title, but no, I am not quitting. What I'm doing is I'm taking a prolonged break until League tells me what it wants to do. If you watch my previous video, I said I will quit if things keep going down the way it keeps going down, aka Riot Greed, etc, etc. But I'm not quitting. I'm just taking a break. I haven't streamed at all this month. I haven't really felt it in me. So no, I'm not going anywhere. I might go somewhere else if League keeps being bad. But no, I'm here to stay. Hopefully. In general, my opinion with the game is very negative right now. It's very boring. You queue up, it's just very toxic. So I'm just waiting to see if my brain can reconnect with the game. What will really reconnect my brain with the game is I'm going to be releasing Warring Kingdoms Urgot soon-ish, maybe in the next 2 months or so. And I put all my willpower and strength into that skin, right? I will make it ultimate tier, and you will like it, and I will like it, and then we'll all be happy. Anyway, well, what's the real purpose of this video? The real purpose of this video is to talk about other Urgot players, so that you guys can find out Urgot content while I'm not around. Obviously, I'm not the only Urgot player, and I don't want to be the only Urgot player, so please show these fantastic content creators support in their own right. So, I'm going to go through my list here. It's chaotic, it's messy. I'll be hopping from region to region, but these are just players I'm going to recommend to you. So, starting off with Korea, Grandmaster Crab Monster. So, Crab Monster is one of the most popular Korean Urgot content creators. As always, all their links are going to be in the description. So, now that I talk about Crab Monster, he'll be the first link in the description. He has a YouTube channel where he also streams, I believe, because he can't stream on Twitch anymore. So, Crab Monster, he speaks very limited English, so I would say mostly watch for the gameplay. Gameplay is good. This guy is psychotic. This guy goes into the enemy jungle, invades 24/7, has really weird runes and strength. Like, he's a very experimental player, right? So I highly recommend watching Crab Monsters, one of my favorites to watch another monster when I'm studying. But keep in mind, he is Korean, and we'll be speaking in Korean. Speaking of Korea, another Korean Urgot, Snow Crab. He's a Korean Urgot master who is also very experimental. So now, here you go. You have two Urgot players, high elo in Korea, who both have very weird playstyles. I think Snow Crab and Crab Monster, in general, are increasing the skill level of Urgot as you go on. Because weird playstyles end up getting fine-tuned and fine-tuned until you find more limits with your champion, right? So I highly recommend Snow Crab and Crab Monster. Now we're moving to EU West, Camon. You might know Camon. If you don't, I would say he's probably the best Urgot in the US. It's hard to gauge him as a player because he plays in professional play, so you don't really have like solo queue data to access and scrims and blah 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 blah. But Camon is definitely one of the strongest Urgot players in my opinion. He's a European challenger. He has a Twitter and a Twitch. Both will give you links in the description. And yeah, he plays in German professional league and he doesn't stream that much, but you know, he has a Twitter presence. He's always down to discuss Urgot. I think it's like his main champion, his main interest point with League. But yeah, he's a professional yapper, professional player, and a very good Urgot player. Highly recommend you watch. Now, speaking of an Urgot king, we're going to speak about an Urgot queen. This is Iris. So if you don't know Iris, she is a Diamond 1 peak Urgot player, but she usually doesn't stream Urgot, right? In her early career with Twitch, she used to stream Urgot, but now she does like IRL content, just mostly talking to chat. So if you're an Urgot player, I don't exclusively recommend you watch her streams, but I do recommend you keep her in your mental synopsis of like Urgot players. She's a great human being. I met her at TwitchCon. Look, there's Gamer Dad, me and Iris at TwitchCon. She was lovely. Good friend of mine. But yeah, if you're watching for Urgot content, Iris is probably not the content for you. But if you're looking for IRL content and someone who plays Urgot might have that familiar bond with you, highly recommend Iris. Salamman. Salamman is a European Grandmaster. I would say you want to watch Salamman mostly for educational and entertainment purposes. He doesn't really lean too hard either which way. I would say go in, understanding he's a Spanish-speaking only channel, and then watch for entertainment, and then if you want him to be educational, you can ask him a question, which will break down, he'll break it down educationally for you, right? So, Salamman, again, he does speak Spanish, but he does speak very good English also, but predominantly at the time he will be speaking Spanish. But he is a Grandmaster Urgot player, I believe he also has a YouTube channel, but I don't know how much resources he's put into it. But again, if it's linked, it'll be in the description. Devilado! Oh, God, Devilado. I know you're going to be watching this video. I remember your map cover, buddy. Devilado is North American Grandmaster. He is new to Urgot and new to content creation in general. So I think he doesn't really have like an established vibe yet. He's definitely a goofy guy. Remember that map cover? I remember. He's definitely a goofy guy, fun guy, you feel me? So I wouldn't go in for like educational purposes, but if you're looking for North American streamers to watch, he will play Urgot, Singed, and Gangplank. He's not really a one-trick like the rest of the content creators, but, you know, he is an Urgot content creator. Definitely deserves more viewers. Funny guy. Check him out. Gamer Dad. So Gamer Dad is a gold peak North American content creator. I think you can find him pretty reliably on Twitch, maybe every 2 to 3 days. Streams about 4 hours. And yeah, Gamer Dad, I mean, I don't need to introduce this man. This is one of the Urgot goats, one of the founding fathers. For the lower elo people, he's cool to watch because, you know, you'll find his gameplay very relatable. And maybe you can find like some of your own weaknesses and some of your own strengths watching his gameplay. He's a very comparable guy, right? I would watch for entertainment and educational purposes for lower elo people. And entertainment for all. Gamer Dad, one of my favorite people. Shout out Gamer Dad. He was the reason I pushed myself to get Twitch partner. Because when I was at TwitchCon, I wasn't partnered, even though, you know, always could be. And he said, yeah, just lock in for a couple months. And I did. And I got partnered. So thanks, Gamer Dad. RQ Fix, also a new Urgot streamer. RQ Fix is EUS Masters. He calls himself the worst Urgot in EUS. However, I've seen his gameplay. He's pretty good at Urgot. So RQ, change that. Have some self-confidence, King. He is French-speaking, but also speaks good English also. And he also looks like the Giga Chad guy in real life. It's actually insane how fucking handsome this man is. So I would watch RQ. He's like brand new to streaming, right? He's been streaming for a little bit. He always raids me, Quante, Goliath, but he's never really picked up the viewership that he deserves. I highly recommend you watch RQ Fix. Even if he is French. That's... Nah, leave it, run it. But nah, he's a great guy. One of the nicest people on Twitch, I would say. Spencer, North American Challenger. So Spencer's in a weird case because he's also a Cassante and Ambessa player, but he's definitely one of the stronger Urgot players in the North American region. Obviously, you can see he's Challenger, so, you know, if you're hitting Challenger with Urgot, you're obviously a very good player. So Spencer has a YouTube channel and a Twitch. He's a funny guy, great music taste, and, you know, he can break down stuff educationally for you. He also does really cool montages, which you should check out if you're looking for a little bit of hype gameplay. Goliath Games, a man who needs no introduction. So Goliath Games, North American Grandmaster Peak. He does long-form play content, right? So maybe the way I like to watch Goliath content is on my second monitor while I'm doing another task, right? It just feels like, with me, personally, I benefit from edited short-form content, right? I'm better in bursts. Goliath is the kind of guy you can watch for 5 hours and just relax and vibe out with. So if you're looking for like some vibey background gameplay, educational content, just pretty chill, you know, content in general, highly recommend Goliath. Quaggles! Quaggles is a NA Diamond Urgot player. He also plays a bit of Kassadin. He's also his Quante's editor. So I imagine Quaggles inadvertently has become very knowledgeable on Urgot because he edits for Quante, right? So he kind of like bypass it, like by a bypass, consumes a lot of good Urgot content by editing for Quante. So I would watch Quaggles for entertainment personally, but he's got like a couple nuggets of gem informations. He did also start Shogun Urgot. Shogun was not seen as good in the eyes of high elo Urgot players until he told Quante to try it. So Quaggles definitely knows a fair amount about Urgot. So recommend. He's also stinky. Sechigot. I don't know much about this fella, but he hasn't uploaded in 5 months, but I thought I'd shout him out anyway, just, you know, maybe motivate him to come back or something. Sechigot, he is Masters, and, you know, just good gameplay. Check him out. Quante! Do I need to introduce Quante? I mean, he's like the best Urgot player. Go follow him. Conte, North American Challenger, rank 1 Urgot, LP World, I think. I think Alarum is the only person who ever got higher LP than Conte with Urgot. I would watch Conte for educational and information purposes. His chat is completely schizophrenic. So, yeah. But if you ask him an educational question, he'll break it down for you. Tracky D, North American, I believe Diamond 1 peak. He could have hit Masters before, I'm not 100% on that. Tracky D, he plays Urgot, and he loves One Piece. So if you're an anime fella, and you like One Piece, and you just want to, like, chill and hang out with, like, what feels like a friend, Tracky D has that very, like, homey kind of vibe to him, you know? It's like, oh, I'm gonna go watch Tracky D, I'm gonna talk about topics I want with him, and I'm sure he'll be more than he'll reciprocate the conversation. He's a good guy, is what I'm trying to tell you. Surf _____ the Raccoon Man. I don't know if he's trying to take content creation full-time seriously or whatever, but he does stream on occasion, so I thought I'd shout him out. He's a Grandmaster Urgot in North America, and he's called... You might have seen him on Double Lift stream, where... I won't get into that situation, but Surf's a funny fella, and he likes animals, and if you want Urgot content to watch, there you go, Mr. Surfman. One more person I want to shout out is Sinister U. Literally brand new to content curation, don't know who's going to take it seriously. He has literally 4 subscribers, but he's also put out 4 videos in the past week. So there's clearly an intention to do something here, right? So like, if you like short-form edited content, like funny clips, Urgot content, maybe he'll come out with a banger. I don't know. Yeah. This is every Urgot player in the content creation sphere that I know. Again, I'm not quitting, but until I'm back, I highly recommend you guys to watch these people and support the community. Urgot mains have been truly amazing to me, so continue being amazing to everybody else, and I'll be back when I put out War and Kingdoms Urgot, probably. Maybe I'll upload a couple video here and there, like seeing if I want to keep playing League or whatever, but name swapping meta, and just like League's attitude in general right now, it's just not sitting well with me. So, if I see you again, I'll see you then. And if I don't, I hope you have a nice life. And goodbye. I'm not signing out because that was cringe last time I did it. Bye!